One of the characteristics of Thai people that I can say, and there's some generalizations, but one is that they're superstitious. And you can always find people like this lady over here who tells people's fortunes. They're all over Thailand, and the Thai people put a lot of credence into their readings, and it helps direct their life, and they'll find out whether the good stuff that they've been tambooning for, doing good merit, is going to come into their lives. But you'll see this all the time, and if you're with a Thai person in a relationship, they're probably going to want to do this because they're probably going to want to know what their fortune is and what their destiny is being with you. Now, as far as medical in Phayao, there's 2 hospitals. Both of them have 24-hour emergency rooms. One is Phayao Hospital, and the other is Phayao Ram Hospital. Now, Chiang Mai Ram Hospital has become the tourist hospital or for medical tourism in Chiang Mai. Well, we have a Phayao Ram Hospital on the highway, Highway 1, but we also have Phayao Hospital in town. This seems to be more of the government hospital. A lot of activity coming in and out of this hospital, Phayao Hospital. So you have hospitalization. Also realize, I mentioned before that we're halfway between Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai being in Phayao. Well, that's not exactly true. Chiang Rai is only about 90 kilometers away, so it's a little over an hour. So if you needed anything bigger, I did a video about Chiang Rai, did a series of videos, and they have another hospital there that's better than both of these hospitals here. So you have an option, remember? Even when it comes to medical, there's always an option. One thing I got to say, because of traveling around the city, you see a lot of things, and some things just start popping out at you. One of the things I've noticed is all these little fitness parks everywhere. Fitness must be an important issue here in Phayao because they have these little fitness parks just about everywhere. This one happens to be very close to the lake, so you could do all your little fitness exercises and then take a long walk or jog around the lake. Here's another example of one of these little fitness parks, and this one's out in the middle of nowhere. These things are all over the place. And here's one of these little fitness centers adjacent to a fire station way out in the middle of nowhere. Maybe this is a hint. I keep running into these things that I should be using them. What do you think? And as you can see, here's one of these little fitness areas set up, and this is in the middle of a village with very little population. This happens to be at the local community center that they have a building for events and stuff like that to take place. And here we have a little fitness area here. So they're really conscious. The Thais have become really conscious about the need for fitness and staying in shape. So this is a real positive step. Okay, so we've talked about fitness options that around the lake in the afternoon or evening. You can jog. As we've traveled around Phayao, you see I always show you these little fitness areas, these exercise areas that are set up everywhere. But if you want something a little more formal, you might want to go to like a fitness center, or maybe you want to go swimming. Well, there's a place called Kantara Fitness Center that you can go to, and you can use the machines to work out, weight machines, running machines, things like that, but also they have a very large swimming pool complex as well. So you're probably asking, how much would this cost? Well, remember we're in the north, and it's a small towns. These people don't have a lot of money, so guess what? It's not that expensive. If you just want to come swimming for the day, you can spend 50 baht. If you want to use the fitness center, the workout, and the pool, 100 baht. For 1 month, 1,000 baht. If you want a whole year, it's only 8,000 baht. So for 8,000 baht, you got a membership to the fitness center. You go work out every day, go swimming every day. Really a good deal. As I've been talking to you, you've been able to see the interior and the fitness equipment and stuff like that, and the swimming pool. So, also there's a great ambiance outdoor. They have a restaurant and stuff like that as well. So afterwards, you could actually go out, have a drink or a meal or something as well. And they've got a spa upstairs, so you can get Thai massage and things like that as well. So, something to consider when you're living here if you're interested in fitness. Another fitness option you have is if you come out to the lake at night. Here's some people doing their Tai Chi exercises. Check this out. So, another option you got if you're going to eat in Phayao, and you're probably saying, I don't want Thai food every meal. So I'm going to try and show you some options. One of the options, guess what kind of food you can eat in Phayao? Japanese food. There's a restaurant called Aichino. Japanese food. Now you can get some, now it's not going to be as cheap as buying stuff in the market, but if you're looking for something different, this would be a great place to come, and it won't break the bank either. Example, a tempura set is 95 baht, so that's the equivalent of about $3 US. We also have some of the ramen noodles with scallops sauteed over them for 125 baht. You have a set, which is a squid, a barbecue squid set for 125 baht. That's an Ika teriyaki set. What else do you have? Miso soup, 15 baht. Wakame salad, 15 baht. Fried rice with garlic is 15 baht for a bowl, small bowl. All sorts of great stuff. Salmon teriyaki set, 95 baht. So hey, if you want some Japanese food and you're in Phayao, you're good to go. Always an option, right? Japanese food, good option. And not expensive. One thing I want to mention too, if you're going to be living here, we have an AON machine, ATM machine, which means that you can pull money from the States or from your home country on your ATM debit card and not get charged the $5 fee. As of the shooting of this video, AON, which you can see the sign here, AON doesn't charge the fee. So there you go. This is at Lotus on the highway in Phayao. Noise, but I wanted to show you this. We're on the back side of the lake, and one of the things about this is it's a great place if you come to the back side of the lake to exercise in the evening. We got the sunset going on behind the mountains over here, all the lily pads with lilies. Some of them are in bloom, very beautiful. The sunset, like I said. And on the other side, you got the lake. Excuse the shakiness of the camera, but you have the lake. And also, as you come up on this, you'll go past a lot of rice fields on the right-hand side as well, or the western side of the lake. So this is a great road to jog on or to bicycle on. just take an evening drive on your motorbike. Again, excuse the shakiness and the sound of the motorcycle engine, but I wanted to show you this road because it is very cool. A lot of fishermen hanging out. So you can join them. I'm sure they'll welcome you to fish with them. But a great place to enjoy the afternoon, the late afternoon, evening time. And the way to get to this, if you go out the north side of Phayao City, along the highway, you're going to see a gas station called PTT. Right past that, take the next left, go over a little bridge. There's two bridges, a little tiny one and then a little larger one. The second bridge is the one you want to go over and take the next first left, and it'll take you along this road. So, hello! So this is very cool. Now, I'm not sure if you've already seen it in this series on Phayao yet, but I'm going to do a video about the opposite side of Phayao Lake. That if you go to the opposite side of the lake, all along there is a road, and on one side's a lake, and on the other side of the road are a lot of rice fields and stuff. And right now they're harvesting the rice. Well, I'm going to try and get a shot of this because I'm on the Phayao City side of the lake. And you can see already, let's see if I can zoom in far enough for you to see this. They're already starting to burn the rice fields, and this is what causes our smoky season. Let's see if we can get a shot of this. Trying to hold this as still as I can. But you can see the opposite side of the lake now. They're starting to burn the rice fields. So this is why we get the smoky season up here. Excuse the jittery camera. And this is a challenge up in the north because not only is it happening in Phayao, it happens all over blankets of north because a lot of this also comes down from China as well. But right now we still got, see, the thing about it is our air is still clean in the north even though they're starting to burn because we still have some rains that precede cold fronts. Plus we get this northerly air that's blowing that air, blowing that smoke out constantly as well. It's in February, about February 15th, that all of a sudden the air gets still and so we have no breeze. And the burning is going on as well. So that's what causes our burning smoky season from about February 15th to April 15th. Something to keep in mind if you have breathing or allergy problems. Okay. So you don't speak Thai? Well, in Phayao, everybody seems to be really, really friendly. I've noticed this always. I comment on this about the north. People are really friendly. People in Phayao that I've encountered so far have been really, really friendly. And also, I don't know if it's just because of we just came out of Lake Krathong, and there were more foreign tourists here or not, but I noticed the signage is really great here. A lot of what you need or looking for is going to be in English, even though there doesn't seem to be a very heavy presence of foreigners here in Phayao. You'd be an aberration, which is a good thing because you're going to get treated really, really good, not just like another foreign tourist. Now, I mentioned this about just being another foreign tourist. What I mean by that is some of the cities now, parts of Chiang Mai, and then you go further south, of course, Phuket, Samui, Pattaya, all these places where there's a heavy influx of tourism and foreigners living there. It's not like Thailand anymore, and you don't get treated as well as you do in these places where you're still looked at in a different way. A long time ago, when I first started living here, your social status being a foreigner was very high. That's not the case in a lot of places anymore. But you come to some of these smaller cities, Lampang, Lamphun, Phayao, even in Chiang Rai, you get a lot of respect and admiration from the elders, and it's a very refreshing thing. And a lot of people take offense to the word farang. I'm going to mention this in a lot of videos. Don't take offense to it. What it is means just a Caucasian person, just like we would say Asian. Some people get really angry, and I've had debates about this. They say, well, they should say, you know, like American or Canadian or something. They're not going to ask you what country you're from. They're going to make a generalization. You're a farang. You're. They also have Arab for Arab nations. They have these designations for types of people from different areas. We don't go around like in America and say, okay, are you Chinese or Japanese? We just say Asians, and they say farang, so don't take offense to it. Anyway, yeah, you're going to get a lot of respect and a lot of admiration still in these countries where we're looked at in a good light. Now, one thing you're going to be able to do, see this lady here going by me? Anywhere in Thailand, especially around water, you're going to be able to do what's called tambun, which you make an offering or good merit. And this lady goes around and she sells birds in a little cage and fish. And so what you can do is you can buy the fish, she'll put them in a little bucket for you, and then what you do is you come over to the water and you release the fish, let the fish go in the lake. And this is doing such a good deed that good things are going to come back to you. Now in Chiang Mai and Bangkok and places like that where they have rivers, they do that in the river. But here in Phayao, they do this in the lake. So it's one way to create good merit, and it helps a lady who is handicapped as well. And the fish like it too.